I would be looking at a shelter. I would have nowhere to go.
Our top story here at 6, a St. Paul woman says she'll probably end up homeless once again. She lives in a discounted apartment as part of a state program for disabled people.
But the state stopped paying some of the program providers after it uncovered suspected fraud. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni talked with that woman, and Mike, she found her apartment a few years back using another housing program.
She used housing stabilization services for that, and you'll remember the state shut down that program in August over suspected widespread fraud. In fact, 8 people tied to that program are now facing federal criminal charges. She also got involved with another housing program that's now the target of fraud allegations too, and she says she's now likely going to end up homeless in just days. She says she pays $400 a month for an apartment that normally rents for more than 4 times as much. She didn't want to use her name or show her face because of the personal nature of what she's going through, but here's some of what she told us.
For 3 years now, I have been grounded, and life was finally feeling very comfortable and normal. And now it's thrown back out on the street and homeless again. Zero compassion, zero consideration, zero thought. And it is, the human cost is huge, it's huge. And this time it's my life.
And just last week, the state announced it stopped payments to multiple ICS providers over suspected fraud. ICS stands for Integrated Community Supports. It is a federally funded program that provides housing services to those with disabilities. We spoke with the St. Paul woman's provider over the phone earlier today, and he told us he went through multiple audits before the state finally pulled his funding. That was last month. And without that funding, he says he really has no choice but to get rid of all of his tenants.
He did say that he had been audited 6 times in the last 2 years, which is beyond excessive, and that nothing was ever found in all of those 6 times, and yet his funding was pulled, while the DHS memo that they put out said, if you can provide proof there's no fraud, we will reinstate your funding, which has yet to happen for him.
And her provider told us that this housing program that's the target of these new fraud allegations is really just so confusing that it was no longer worth his time. And that's why he says he decided to just get out of that business altogether. In the newsroom, Mike Manzoni, Fox 9.
All right, Mike, thank you.